Hello, beautiful souls. This is Janana here, checking in with you who are a part of my tribe, my friends and followers. Hello, and thank you so much for joining me here on my journey to self-realization, self-mastery, and self-love. Today, our topic is how to spot the narcissist. And we're going to start with the first encounter and what to read before the bond forms. The first encounter is the most information-rich moment in the entire relationship arc, and paradoxically, the moment when the signals are most likely to be overridden by the quality of feeling the encounter produces. This is by design. The initial presentation of a narcissistic personality is frequently extraordinary. The attention is complete. The interest is apparent. The charm is real. The signals that are available to be read are present alongside an experience that makes reading them feel ungracious or suspicious. Learning to hold both simultaneously, the genuine pleasure of the connection and the clear-eyed observation of what is also happening, is the skill this section builds. It does not require suspicion or defensiveness. It requires the same quality of attention that good discernment always requires: presence, curiosity, and the willingness to notice without immediately explaining away. The quality of attention: too complete, too fast. The mirroring effect. In an initial encounter with a narcissistic personality, one of the most consistent experiences is a quality of being perfectly understood, of having one's interests, values, and self-concept reflected back with unusual accuracy and warmth. This mirroring is not fabricated in the sense of being consciously invented. Narcissistic personalities are frequently extraordinarily skilled at reading other people and reflecting their desires back to them, a skill often developed in early environments that required the careful management of others' responses. The specific tell is the completeness and speed of it. Genuine mutual discovery takes time and produces some friction, some difference, some places where understanding has to be negotiated. A connection that feels total and frictionless from the very first encounter is reflecting something back to you rather than genuinely meeting you. The speed of intimacy. Genuine intimacy deepens gradually through the accumulation of shared experience and the mutual testing of trust. The love bombing process accelerates this timeline dramatically. Deep, personal disclosure arrives very early. Declarations of feeling arrive before they have been earned by time and consistency. And the sense of exceptional connection is established within hours or days, rather than weeks or months. The speed itself is a signal, not because moving quickly is always a warning, but because a specific quality of intimacy that arrives all at once, fully formed, and without the natural awkwardness of two people genuinely getting to know each other, has a particular texture that is worth noticing. It feels like arriving rather than journeying. Genuine intimacy always feels like a journey. The exceptional self-narrative. Early conversations with narcissistic personalities frequently contain a consistent narrative thread. This person is exceptional. Not arrogantly stated, often the opposite. Stated with a kind of careful, false modesty that makes the exceptionalism land more effectively, but present. The career that is uniquely changing or uniquely successful. The past relationships that were uniquely unfair, the qualities of understanding, sensitivity, or depth that set this person apart from ordinary people. a single impressive narrative is simply interesting, a pattern in which everything about the person positions them as singular, as having experienced more, suffered more keenly, or understood more deeply than others, is a tell about how the self-concept is organized. The central gravity. Observe where the conversational center of gravity consistently sits. In a genuinely mutual early conversation, the attention moves toward you, toward them, toward shared ideas and experiences. With a narcissistic personality, even in an initial encounter in which genuine interest in the other person is being performed, there is frequently a pull. The conversation returns to them. Stories about your experience become the launching point for other longer stories about theirs. Questions about your life are asked and then not fully received before the conversation redirects. The tell is not that they talk about themselves, everyone does, but that the conversation's center of gravity is consistently located in them, and that your experiences function primarily as material that connects back to theirs. The first encounter is not the place for diagnosis. It is the place for noticing. What is the quality of the attention? Does it feel genuinely curious or precisely calibrated? Is the connection deepening through genuine exchange or arriving already fully formed? What does the body register beneath the pleasure of the encounter? These are not questions to answer with certainty in the first meeting. They are questions to hold open, to carry forward as the relationship develops, rather than closing prematurely in either direction. Yoga break. Before the mind has assembled enough information to form a framework, the body has already been reading. These poses build a somatic awareness that allows the body's first signals to be received rather than overridden. Start with seated centering with internal check-in. Sit comfortably, close the eyes, call to mind a recent first encounter, a new person, a recent conversation, a developing connection. Without analysis, simply ask the body, what was the felt quality of that interaction? Not what you thought about it, what the body registered. Scan slowly from the belly upward. Any tightening, any opening, any quality of unease beneath warmth, any sense of being slightly off balance that was quickly rationalized. Stay with whatever arises for 8 to 10 breaths. The body was reading the whole time. This practice is learning to read along with it. Set an intention. My body is my first and most honest reader. I learn its language, and I trust what it says. Mountain pose with grounded gaze. Stand in mountain pose. Find a point of focus, something still and clear ahead of you. Let the gaze be soft but steady, present, unhurried, seeing clearly without squinting or bracing. This is the physical posture of discernment, not suspicion, not defense, but clear and grounded observation. The gaze that sees what is actually there, rather than what flattery suggests is there. Feel the groundedness of the feet. Feel the steadiness of the spine. Hold for 10 breaths, maintaining the quality of the seeing. Set an intention. I see clearly from a grounded place.